How's it going, folks? Jeremy Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel and to the final MMO news drop of August 2019. Heads up, this is a long one with plenty of games to talk about, so grab a drink or snack. Let's begin with Guild Wars 2, who just a couple of hours ago had their big live reveal at PAX in Seattle about what the next Living World story will be. The all-new story is called the Icebrood Saga, and it will send players far to the northern Shiver Peaks, a blasted wasteland of ice and frost, to deal with the elder dragon Jormag and its cult of dragon worshippers. The Char and Norn races will play a big part in the narrative of the coming season, and the good news is we won't have to wait long. There will be a prologue quest called Bound by Blood, coming out before the first episode, and that's going to be on September 17th. Free for all players who have purchased the Path of Fire expansion. Speaking of expansions, while there wasn't any tease or news about an upcoming one, players who have never played Guild Wars 2 before can get a bargain by jumping in now, because from today onward, purchasing the Path of Fire expansion will automatically include the game's first expansion, Heart of Thorns, for free. Existing Path of Fire owners who didn't buy Heart of Thorns, you will also receive Heart of Thorns for free, beginning next week. For players who already own Heart of Thorns, there will be a free claimable Veterans Pack, which will include an exclusive Modrum Glider, a title, and vouchers for Gem Store skins. Outside of these updates and the story reveal, ArenaNet has also confirmed that character builds and gear templates will be the next system updates coming in the near future. And we did see a demonstration of how easy it was to switch builds in-game. For other new content coming in the first 2 episodes of the new Living World story, there's a new group mode called Strike Missions, where a team of 10 players can take down a boss that evolves aesthetically and mechanic-wise as more episodic content releases. And it's a good introduction to raid level content, we're told. There's also a new world boss announced for episode 2, and finally there's PvP updates including a new armor set, mini seasons, and new tournaments. Okay, on to another big one. ArcheAge Unchained, the new buy-to-play, no pay-to-win version of the game that was announced last week, has a confirmed release date and pricing. ArcheAge Unchained will be launching on Monday, September 30th, 2019. There will be servers for both North America and Europe, plus it will include all prior released content, including the latest 6.0 update, Shadows Revealed. For a launch, there are 3 Founders Packs available for purchase right now, all of them on the screen, and they'll grant players access to early character creation and name reservation, although no solid dates announced for those just yet. I'll put links down below so you can check them out, but at those prices, what do you folks think? Are you ready to pay up and do ArcheAge all over again? Let me know. Moving on now, The Elder Scrolls Online has some good news for you folks as well. The free play event is now live, of course, so if you haven't checked it out yet, you can jump in for free for the next couple of days. Besides that, the ELSWEYR chapter is on sale. All players can snap up ESO's latest chapter for 40% off on all versions, and this promo will run until September 3rd. This is a great price point to get into the Season of the Dragon storyline, and if you are not an ESO Plus member, this chapter is pretty much all you'll need for now, and you can skip the 2 dungeon DLCs released this year if you had to only pick one. And finally, for ESO, all Twitch Prime members can claim a unique Nowhere Steed mount and a pony pet via Twitch. Just remember to link your Twitch account with your ESO account and claim the offer for PC or Mac. Up next, Final Fantasy XIV has dropped patch 5.08 this week, and it's a balanced patch bringing some buffs to both the ninja and samurai jobs, with work being done to the summoner too. For the DPSers, the combo potency increase across the board looks pretty good, and as a samurai player myself, I'm pretty happy to see this stuff. The dancer has kind of become my main, but I'll gladly revert back to Sam to check out these changes. Yoshi P has said recently that these buffs are temporary until patch 5.1, when more work will be done across the board. Meantime, Final Fantasy XIV players, what other jobs would you like to see get some love in the buff department? Let me know. Additionally, for Final Fantasy XIV, in conjunction with the game's 6th anniversary, Square Enix has released Tales from the Shadows, a collection of side stories that offers insight into the game's pivotal characters, which ties into the Shadowbringers expansion plot. There are spoilers in there, obviously, so I won't elaborate on the first story that's already published, but again, I'll leave links down below for those interested. Onward we go, and this past week has been absolutely huge for Blizzard and World of Warcraft Classic. Launched on the 27th, absolutely smashed Twitch, and it has set the new record for the highest launch day concurrent viewership, coming in at 1.1 million unique viewers watching WoW Classic streams. The first 24 hours after launch also saw a total of 6.1 million unique viewers. While I was sadly not a contributor to that on Twitch, I have been playing on Classic myself and have some thoughts to share in a separate video about my experience, so stay tuned for that. Blast Online may be dead, but Blast Unleashed is about to enter open beta on the Xbox One. Bandai Namco has announced that the open beta is scheduled to begin on November 7th, running until November 21st, and all Xbox One players are invited to participate for free. The game endured its closed beta session a few months back, and according to the press release I got, Studio 8, the developers, has taken in plenty of player feedback and made changes for the upcoming open beta, such as making the combat and combo skills feel faster and fluid overall. Sound familiar, Blast players? And now another console MMORPG to talk about, this one for the PlayStation 4. Caravan Stories, the free-to-play party management / anime MMORPG, was supposed to launch earlier this summer but was delayed for unknown reasons. This week, the game has announced that the official launch date for PS4 in America will be September 10th, and it's unlikely that there will be further delays with the launch date now. Caravan Stories, if you need a refresher, features the recruitment of over 300 heroes and pets that can join your caravan as you adventure through the world of ER. There's open world raids, dungeons, and crafting to boot. In Japan, where the game is currently released, it has over 2 million players on the PlayStation 4, so let's see how well it does in America. Action-based sci-fi MMO Population Zero is also looking to make a mark in September and has announced its closed beta phase, which will begin on September 19th. Everyone can sign up on the official website for a chance to get into the CBT for free, but if you want guaranteed access, you can grab Founders Packs too. Other information available about the game is that the open beta is expected to take place next year, and when launch finally comes around, Population Zero will be entirely free to play. Population Zero will have PvP and PvE, featuring a narrative-driven world where exploration, crafting, and building is key, on top of your usual character progression systems. There are 2 factions in the world of Kepler that players can switch between by completing quests, and this will affect a player's physical biology. Open world survival MMO Last Oasis. Yes, the one with the big weird looking sand ships. They have some news for folks looking to get into the game before launch. Developers Donkey Crew have said this week that players can expect the game to enter Steam's early access on October 10th. The original date for this was early summer, but that window got shut down due to more work needed to be done behind the scenes. There's a new trailer out showing off the sandworms and how that'll look like in game, and since there's some time to go before early access launches, the closed beta is still happening right now, but it's not clear if they're still taking in any applications. But if you want to try, go ahead and sign up on their official website. Moving on, for players eagerly awaiting news about Nexon's upcoming anime MMORPG PERIA Chronicles, you might want to sit down for this. It's being reported this week that Nexon has apparently suspended development of the MMO, which you'll remember had begun beta testing in South Korea only a few months back. Korean news websites are saying that Nexon are not satisfied at all with the game per player feedback, and they are looking to cancel this $8 million project. Nexon has not come out publicly to acknowledge or deny this at time of recording, but the stories add up as Nexon themselves are taking a hit financially and recently laid off a large portion of its Western workforce. Well, if it does indeed go, those of you who were lucky enough to get into the PERIA Chronicles beta, hey, cherish those moments as there's a chance that you won't see the finished product now. In the mobile MMO world, there's some news involving the Warhammer IP, and here's what's going on. There's going to be a full 3D mobile MMORPG called Warhammer Odyssey, and the pre-registration is now open for all you Warhammer fans out there to check out on either your iOS or Android devices. Warhammer Odyssey will take players on a journey through Warhammer's old world, initially the city of Marienburg and its surrounding area, from winding back alleys through to the depths of the Drakewald Forest. As the game expands through regular episodic content, more iconic locations will appear throughout the world. For those who are already fans of Warhammer's rich lore, you may also cross paths with some familiar faces during your adventures. Players can craft their adventurer depending on personal playstyle with 6 character classes, including Dwarf Slayers, High Elf Shadow Warriors, and more. As always, link to more info and to pre-register down below. And finally, for this weekend's news drop, we've got news about PlanetSide Arena. Finally, the upcoming MMO FPS / Battle Royale from Daybreak Studios that seeks to carry on the legacy of the legendary PlanetSide series of MMO FPS games. PlanetSide Arena was supposed to hit early access in January this year, then it got delayed to March before being postponed yet again thanks to Apex Legends probably, and now at last the confirmed Steam early access date is set for September 19th, and players can get the standard edition for $20. This launch will feature a teams mode with 3 players per team, plus a squad mode with 12 players in a squad combating other players in a 300-player battle royale arena. They've also released a roadmap showing off all the classes, game modes, vehicles, and more coming in the future post-early access, so that's where the money is going to. And that's all I've got, folks. Plenty of news to soak in this weekend, so tell me, what are you excited about and what are you playing this weekend? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. Hit the like button for more on MMOs, and feel free to subscribe to the channel and get notified on all the latest MMO news. Once again, I'm Adrian, and I thank you for watching.